I'm not going to my best friend's wedding because she replaced me as her maid of honor. I've known my best friend, let's call her Kayla, since we were kids. Our moms were long-term friends, so when they were having daughters at the same time, they basically forced us to be friends, which worked out because we love each other. We went to the same schools growing up. Then we went to college together. We joined the same sorority. We lived together all 4 years. I mean, this girl is like my other half. We've also never been in a real fight in our entire friendship. We've bickered before because we were tired about dumb stuff, but it's always been over the next day. I will say, Kayla's fatal flaw is that she loves what's new and shiny. For example, when she started dating her now fiance in college, it was like her friends didn't exist anymore. We just stopped seeing her, and it's because she was so excited about her new relationship that all of her old friends, we were old news. She actually lost a lot of friends because of this, but I loved her so much, I stuck it out, and I just kept inviting her to hang out all the time and just appreciated the time she did say yes. She also has a habit of becoming best friends with somebody that she just meets, thinks they're like the best person in the world, is obsessed with them, plans trips with them, says that they're gonna be best friends for life, and then a month later, they just don't even talk anymore. And when I'm like, oh, what happened to so-and-so? She's like, oh yeah, I don't know. I haven't talked to her in a while. And then they never talk again. Like, it's not even like they have a falling out. She just becomes bored. When Kayla got engaged last year, excited was an understatement. We have been picturing our dream wedding since we were kids, and I was so excited to help her plan. But another thing about Kayla, her vision is a lot bigger than her budget. Kayla asked me to be her maid of honor, and as soon as I said yes, she started showing me the ideas she had for her wedding, and I had no idea what I got myself into by saying that I would help her with the decorations. I offered to help. I'm super crafty, and I knew that I could do a lot of those things for a lot less cost. And I even pitched in some of my own money for decorations that I was making because I love her and I wanted her wedding to be exactly how she dreamed it to be. So yeah, I have put in countless sleepless nights and over $1,000 buying and making decorations for her wedding. From posters to balloon art, literally everything. Here's where the problem starts. About 2 months ago, me and Kayla go to our friend's house party, and there we meet a new girl named Megan. Now, Megan was super cool, super nice, but for some reason, Kayla was obsessed with her. The whole way home, she was just talking about how amazing this girl was, how she's so smart, how she's so successful, how she wants to be just like her, all of these things, which I was like, oh, here we go. It's gonna be a new month-long best friend. And I was right. Immediately, Kayla and Megan were hanging out all the time and never inviting me. I'm kind of like the person that's like the more the merrier. I want my friends to all be friends with each other. So it was really weird to me when I would ask Kayla if she wanted to hang out on Thursday, and she was like, I'm already doing something with Megan. And I was like, oh, can I come? And she was like, no, it's kind of more of like a one-on-one thing. And slowly but surely, Kayla was taking longer and longer to respond to my texts. She wasn't answering my calls. She was always too busy, which, girl, you're not that busy. At first, I chalked it up to the wedding and that she was busy with that. But then I realized I was doing way more for her wedding than she was. And I still had time to hang out with her. And I realized she had all the time in the world to be hanging out with Megan. They were hanging out all the time because she was always posting it on her social media. Last week, I finally sat down with Kayla after literally not seeing her for almost a month, even though I was trying all the time. And this is because her wedding was literally a month away and we needed to go over some final logistics. But during this conversation, she's looking really nervous. And finally, I'm like, girl, what is up with you? And she's like, I have to tell you something, but I don't want you to get upset, okay? And I was like, okay, what? And she goes, I've been thinking about it a lot, and I decided that I want Megan to be my maid of honor. And I was really taken aback, but at first I thought she meant joint maid of honors, and I was like, okay, that's fine, whatever you want. And she was like, oh, great, so you're okay just being a bridesmaid? I was like, wait, you're not talking about, you want me out, kicked out, just bumped to the back of the line. And she was like, I love you so much, but at this time in my life, I just feel like Megan is my best friend in the world. And I was like, your best friend in the world? She was like, yeah, I've hardly even seen you the last few months. I'm like, oh, really? Really? You know what? Because I asked you to hang out, but you're always busy with Megan. And I guess maybe I've just been busy doing all of the decorations for your wedding. And she was like, yeah, and you know, I so appreciate that, and I love you, and that's why I'm so excited that you're gonna be my wedding party. I was speechless. I was sitting there just like dumbfounded. And you know, this girl has done this to me my whole life. She's always finding a new friend, replacing me for a few months, and then when she gets bored of that friend, comes back to old reliable. But I need to know my worth. I always say it with men, but I guess I've never said it with friends, and especially when it comes to Kayla. And I know this was petty, but I look her right in the eye and I say, honestly, I don't really want to go to a wedding that's going to have no decorations. And her face falls because she knows that at my apartment, that's where all of her decorations for her wedding are. Like, I made 75-80% of the decorations for her wedding. So without the stuff that I spent money on and put hours and hours into, she's just like not really gonna have any decorations at all. She was like, oh my gosh, Kelsey, you would never do that to me. And I was like, well, I never thought that you would do this to me, but guess we're both mistaken today. Her entire family has been calling me non-stop about the decorations, not about what she did to me. No, they just really want these decorations. And I said, you can have them. You just have to pay for the cost that I spent on them, plus the time that I put into them. I told them that now Megan's her maid of honor, so if she wants help with the decorations, that is not my responsibility anymore. Now the wedding is quickly approaching, and I am not budging. I'm not answering any of Kayla's calls or texts, mostly because they're all about the decorations. Like, she does not even care how much she hurt me. I love Kayla, but I'm not going to be her doormat anymore. I don't know, maybe the holding the decorations hostage is a little much. Maybe I should just give them to her and let that be that, but I don't know. I spent so much time and money on those, and she just threw me to the side like I was nothing. So it just doesn't feel right.
Get ready with me to go back to my client. The time has finally come and we have agreed on a price. And it's like pouring with rain today, so I feel like it's a good day to strap someone. I told him to prep yesterday so he doesn't get mess on my package. So he went to the shops yesterday and bought a douche for it. Even if it does happen, I'm just gonna wipe it off and like move on, I guess. Like, I'm not the type of person to get fully grossed out by that. I've been on sets where it's happened before, so it's pretty normal to me. I would rather someone like do it to me than me do it to them, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's an hour booking, and like I tried the strap on last night and it literally took me 15 minutes to get it on. I forgot to put sunscreen on. But yeah, it's super fiddly because I have to adjust it each time. Like, it goes over my hips, and then once it's over, like I have to tighten them again. But once it's on, it seems to like stay in place nicely. The other ones that I have like must be really cheap because they would just always move out of place and I'd have to readjust them like while I'm filming or whatever. But yeah, I've booked the hotel, but I haven't heard from him since yesterday, so hopefully he's not going to chicken out on me. He's already paid the deposit, so that would be his loss if he doesn't get back to me. So freaking out because I'm getting laser tattoo removal on Wednesday, and like I just watched a girl who was literally screaming with the tiniest tattoo getting removed. I'm freaking out because I'm getting like most of my tattoos removed. I've cancelled the appointment like 3 times prior to this. I have a pretty high pain tolerance, but for some reason like I'm just really scared to do this. I need to go get some numbing cream like ASAP. I'm telling you guys now to like hold myself accountable so I won't cancel the appointment. Hopefully it's just one of those things that like everyone makes out like it's such a bad thing, but it's actually not. Anyway, I'll keep you guys updated on how today goes. I'm praying that it goes quick because I really don't want to do it. Bye guys.
I woke up this morning to my house being egged, covered in flour, and video footage of girls screaming, "F you, Kenny." My dad's truck, the side of our garage, the front of our house, our driveway, blasted with eggs. It's not even as if I care, I'm just like, how stupid can you be? There are quite literally cameras everywhere nowadays. You can see what happened, we're dealing with it. I guess I just don't understand. If you want to hate me, but don't vandalize someone's house. Like, it's literally illegal. I guess I just don't understand how people can be so low or just find that fun in their free time. Who just thinks, yeah, we hate this girl, so let's go ruin her property. Like, I literally don't understand. People can say, oh, you're an influencer, like you signed up for things like this. Like, no, literally no one deserves this, especially when I couldn't even think of enemies off the top of my head. I sincerely apologize if I've ever posted anything that has offended anyone, but genuinely I do my best on here to try and help you guys. So when I just see stuff like that, it's kind of just like, oh, because they literally said beep you Kenny. Like, nobody calls me Kenny unless you know me from TikTok. So I just don't understand how someone just posting their life on social media could make someone that mad, especially when I post the kind of content that I try and post for you guys. Again, I'm a very gracious person. I'm not going to be mad at anyone. I always do my best to try and be the bigger person. But if the person that did it wanted me to be mad, I guess I was more mad at the fact that I had to wake up at 6 a.m. and power wash my entire house and driveway. Other than that, I get the fact that people do make mistakes, but this is quite literally illegal. Like, I feel like everyone knows that egging houses is illegal. I haven't heard of someone egging a house in like 3 years. It's not like it's something that gets to me. It's not even my property. It's my parents' property, which I guess is just even more disrespectful. It's not my house you're egging, it's my family's. And I was expecting it to be guys, but it's just weird seeing that it's girls. I think that's because I'm such a girl's girl, so I have a hard time understanding like why someone would do that to another girl when I literally have done nothing to another girl that I can even think of. Literally, I cannot think of one thing that I've done to a girl to piss her off. And besides that, my day was actually great. I just want to say I'm not embarrassed by it. If anything, it's more embarrassing to be the person doing that, especially in front of a camera. I don't understand. So lesson for you guys, if you're gonna hate someone, maybe don't do something illegal. Leave a hate comment if you hate me. Don't hate comment on anyone else's post, because that is literally also such a low thing to do. But if you're gonna hate me, please leave a hate comment. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. I'm gonna keep having a great one too. So peace out. Love you. Bye.
Stop, wait a minute. The way you move that butt, you done got my heart all in it. And I just wanna be with you tonight. But please, I'm a player, yeah, it's true. But I changed the game for you. I wanna see what it do. Can I be for real? This is how I feel. I'm in need of love. Let's dip a better here. Oh, you're just my type. Everything's so right. And I just wanna chill. Let's dip a better here.
It's the second day of fucking school. Get the fuck up and get fucking ready with me. I was supposed to wake up at 4 o'clock. I woke up at 4:40. Literally, I was supposed to wake up at 4 o'clock. And it's 4:40. It's the second day of fucking school. If you're not following on, make sure you follow me right now. Oh, I just got freaking moisturizer on my lashes. Girl, if you're not following on, make sure you follow me now. Make sure you check my bio and follow me on Instagram. I literally just fell asleep at 2 o'clock in the motherfucking morning because after when I got home from school, I literally took a nap from freaking like 2 to 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, I know. So I'm also gonna use the Laneige moisturizer if I can get it open. For my base, we're gonna use Elf Halo Glow and then the Estee Lauder foundation. But first, I'm gonna put the Elf Halo Glow and just lay it down on my skin. I just finished doing my eyebrows. It's gonna be 5:46. I had to leave my house by 6:30, like be in the car, and my school doors open at 7 o'clock. So that's why that. For foundation, I want to be using the Double Wear Estee Lauder, but the thing is that this shade is too white. Like, it's literally so white. So please don't flame me in the comments. I know it's not my shade. I need to get a new one. I've been needing to get one for a long time, but just haven't did it. Don't come for me by the way I prime my foundation, but I use the Real Techniques 208 Essential Foundation Brush. Foundation is on, bro. My base is literally slaying. Like, it's so good. Usually my base is not that good, and like yesterday my makeup looked so good during fucking school. Like, my makeup ate, like, it did not move. Like, there's literally the only thing that did move was my lips, but like because I'm talking, like. But if you guys did go to school yesterday and your first day was yesterday, let me know how did your day go. And if you're still waiting to go to school, don't be scared. I was really scared, but like in the end it was good. I didn't like one class, and I didn't like two classes, but one class was because it's how the teacher is, and another class I just don't like the class. Like, I just don't like it's an elective, and I don't like the elective. Like, I just don't want to be a blueprint. And the reason why you guys didn't get my Get Ready With Me for the first day of school video was early. You guys got it at freaking 12. No, it was like 11 o'clock at night when I posted them. The reason for that was because I came home, right? I talked to my boyfriend, and then I was see what happened was I fell asleep. Like, I get out of school 1:41. I fell asleep like at 3 o'clock. Yeah, it was like 3 o'clock, I would say. And then I woke up at 10 o'clock. My sister tried to wake me up 3 times. I didn't want to get up. So yeah, that's the reason why, because I woke up at 9 o'clock. And then I had to go take a shower. My Shein package did come, so I have to give you guys a haul of that later today. Don't look at my lashes. I don't really know how my lashes are really falling off. Like, I just don't understand. and these not one half came off. Like, what? My face is all set down with powder. Now it's time to bronze my face so it looks like I look like a bronze goddess. You know, we love blush, bronzer. What I say blush, bronzer around here. Okay, my face is all done. Now it's time to put on some blush. I was about to put on more bronzer. No, girly. We're gonna put on some Too Faced blush everywhere. It's currently 5:32. After this, all I gotta do is put on mascara, highlighter. No, mascara, set my face, and then highlighter. And then I'm done. Then I gotta do my hair. Okay, now let's set our face. It's all done with the Milani Make It Last. You drench that face. This is a finished look of my makeup. Take a little close look. She's eating the girls up. Bye, thank you for watching.
I found out that my sister's boyfriend was also my boyfriend 5 years into our relationship. Story time. So me and my boyfriend, who we will call Steve, have been together for 5 years. He was always around at my family's home. He came on pretty much every family holiday. So of course when he's round and when he's on holiday, my sister was also there too. We'll call my sister Amy. So one day Steve's in the shower. I look over and I start to see like loads of random things in his room that I've never seen before. And these things were like girl things, right? I'm talking like claw clips, bobby pins, hair ties. So I thought, I'm gonna investigate this situation. I started to go through all of his bedside drawers. And that was when I find a claw clip, which is very distinctive, right? I actually have it here. I've only ever seen one claw clip like this, and that was the one that was owned by my sister. I go full FBI mode. This one evening, Steve says he's busy, so we can't see each other. And funnily enough, when I asked if I could hang out with Amy, she was also busy. I played it that I was going to sleep and that I was going to get an early night. And I waited for my sister to leave. She pulls out, it's go time. I jump into my car and I'm still in my pajamas. And then it gets serious. She starts to go a direction that only I know one person lives in. She drives all the way to Steve's house. As soon as she pulls in, the door swings open, Steve meets her, and they just start making out in the doorway. Have a bit of privacy, guys, come on. To say I was heartbroken was an absolute understatement, but I didn't act. I stayed very calm. I stayed very demure, very cutesy, very mindful of the plan. I had never ever been through a boyfriend's phone before, but you know, certain circumstances cause for a little snooping. I find so many pictures of him and Amy kissing, other bits, and I'm scrolling down this motherfucker's timeline, right? Watching the date get longer and longer away. I'm sending myself all of the evidence. I'm going to expose this shit. So, my sister's birthday was last week, and she wanted to have a big projector with like loads of baby pictures of her as she's growing up. And I was like, I can sort that for you, babe. The whole entire family is there. My friends, her friends, Steve's family. Everyone is there. Loads of gorgeous baby pictures of Amy pop up, and I was like, guys, I have a special presentation to show you all for the birthday girl. And that is when I showed the whole party the evidence I had found projected on a big wall against our house. But that wasn't all. I kind of wanted to take it a little bit step further. I'm watching the presentation, I'm looking at the cake, I'm looking at Amy, I'm watching the presentation, I'm looking at the cake, I'm looking at Amy, I'm looking at the cake, I'm looking at Amy. And as I decided to make my grand exit from the party, I threw that cake in her face. I guess she did get to have her cake and eat it too.
Since you were born, oh, 'cause you're the reason I believe in fate, you're my paradise.
Things that will immediately ruin my day, no matter how much fun I'm having. If I'm left undelivered, but you're watching my story, you must like to play with your life. Why are you weird? I know you're on your phone. You know you're on your phone, but you're actively choosing to ignore me and then letting me know that you're ignoring me. There's a special place for you, and I'll give you a hint. It's hot. Second thing that will immediately ruin my day. If I walk into a restaurant or a fast food place and the worker is trying to memorize my order and predict what you're gonna order and like beat you to it, I don't like that. Like, what if I want something else? Like during senior year, I was at Chick-fil-A so much that they didn't even call my name anymore. They just handed me the bag. Now suddenly I have to air out the whole store. Don't piss me off. Like, now I'm not even hungry. Next thing that will ruin my day. If we're out to eat and all of a sudden it's split the bill when I got rice and y'all got lobster,
split the bill, but I got $30 in things and y'all got $70 in things. Are you mad? Be careful with those split the bill warriors. They're up to no good. Next thing that would ruin my day, literally sweating. I absolutely hate sweating. I'm one of those people who gets angry from the heat. Like, as soon as I start sweating, I don't want to do anything anymore. Wherever we're walking to, I don't want to walk anymore. Whatever activity we're doing, I don't want to do it anymore. Next thing that would ruin my day, if we're hanging out and we're spilling tea and suddenly you go, oh, I don't think I could get into that. Or, I don't think I could say that, or I said too much. Who are you running from? Who's recording you? I'm a little confused. Like, I just told you every ounce of tea and things that I was keeping so deep in my butthole, but the second it's your turn, you don't want to say anything or you said too much. Now I can't even have fun at the hangout anymore because now I'm overthinking, like, do you work with the ops? Next thing that will immediately ruin my day, if I'm getting ready and then you suddenly text me that you're canceling the plans. There was literally one time I was in the Uber and then they texted canceling the plans. Ooh, I was so mad that day. I don't think y'all understand. I understand that things happen and plans have to be canceled. That's fine. But at least do it in the AM. Don't wait until like 30 minutes until the plans actually start to be like, oh, never mind. Especially if it's plans that revolve around being in the city. You're gonna wait until I'm on said transportation to tell me that you're not going anymore. I will not talk to you for like a week. I'm not gonna lie. I will get mad. But we are finished. Deuces, deuces, and deuces.
I'm a black girl growing up in the UK. Of course, I've been told that I was coloured in with a black Sharpie pen. I'm a black girl growing up in the UK. Of course, I get told not to go on holiday because I'm just going to get blacker and it's unattractive. I'm a black girl growing up in the UK. Of course, a non-black person has called me gorilla. Guys, I finally got a standing cup. It's so cute. I love it. I'm a black girl growing up in the UK. Of course, I like someone in like year 5 and they said that I'm too black for them, so they wouldn't want me. I'm a black girl growing up in the UK. Of course, when I go in a shop, the security's always gonna follow me around. Literally, they always follow me around when I'm in the shop as if I'm gonna steal something. But when other people of colour are in the shop, they don't care. And it's the fact that I don't even have a bag on me or anything and they still follow me around. But last but not least, I'm a black girl that's growing up in the UK. Of course, when the lights turn off, they're going to say, where did she go? I can't see her. Because they think it's so funny when deep down, it's actually just rude. But that's the end of the video. Bye, guys.